Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today I am annoyed. I'm actually not all that annoyed, I'm more just annoyed at myself because I recorded this whole ass review, my whole first impressions of Season 6 here for Modern Warfare 2, and then the audio was completely borked because I messed up a setting in Go XLR. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the channel, and Season 6 is now live. So, yeah, that felt pretty damn good, but welcome to Season 6, guys. Here we go, take number 2 for this video, I suppose. Yeah, so Season 6 is out, the final season for Modern Warfare 2. It really just, some days it feels like Modern Warfare 2's been out forever, if your games are going bad. Sometimes it feels like the game hasn't really even been out all that long, probably because I quit playing it for 6 months. This is a game that's been very controversial for the entire community. It's also been a game that's been very hit or miss for me personally. As such, coming back to the game over the course of these past couple of months here, I've actually been enjoying it quite a bit. I've been unlocking all the stuff, getting all the Orion camos done for all the guns, and getting all the attachments, and just doing the events, and just enjoying the game for what it is as we get ready for Modern Warfare 3. And now, finally, we have some new content to actually play around with, and the question is that content any good? Well, the multiplayer map we're checking out here is La Casa, which is a beautiful map. I said this on Twitter, man. I'm telling you what, it's like Infinity Ward figured out how to make a map that wasn't just brown, gray, or green. The map itself is beautiful. It kind of reminds me of Raid from Black Ops 2, just because of the fact we got the palm trees everywhere, the beautiful estate, you're sitting there with the white walls and all that stuff, the swimming pool, the water. It looks beautiful. The map does look beautiful. Unfortunately, the diving board does not function like it did back in Black Ops Cold War, which is yet another reason why Treyarch is better. I'm just saying, Treyarch pays attention to those little things. Infinity Ward, maybe not so much at times, but overall the map does feel pretty damn good. And the other map is Coro Village, and I am torn as to whether or not I like this map. It's a remake of one from COD 2, and apparently in COD 2, I didn't play it. It's rare that I can be like, oh yeah, in this older COD, which I did not play and have no real knowledge of, this certain thing happened, I'm used to being like that kind of having that expertise when it comes to older games. But dude, I started off with COD 4. I didn't start with COD 2. COD 2 is old as dirt. But apparently back when, this map right here, along with Carentan, were the maps back in the day. And so far, I'm not sure if I like the map. Some matches feel okay. Other matches, it feels like literally everybody and their mother just hides on top of the rooftops, and that's kind of the whole focus of the map. The whole point of the map actually is kind of for the rooftops, and that can be annoying at times. Very tight alleyways, lots of verticality when it comes to the roofs and things like that, with also lots of close quarters engagements. It's a weird map, honestly. It just is. It's a weird feeling map. It's taken me a while to get used to, so I'm not really sure if I like the map overall or if I hate it. I really don't know. I do like La Casa, but this map right here, not entirely sure. And also, when it comes to maps right quick, you guys know the haunting event is going to be coming up, right? Well, with the recent update here, they added one of the haunting event maps into the game via private match. So the two maps we're going to have are going to be El Asilo as well as Embassy. Embassy looks like it's going to be freaking sick, but for some reason that one is not in private matches right now, but the El Asilo version is. So you can just load in, spawn in here, you can take the two new weapons, which we'll be talking about here in a second. You can walk around with them, check them out, see what they look like before you unlock them via the battle pass, right? So here we have it. This is going to be one of the haunting event maps, and I must say, and I know people are different when it comes to subjectivity, when it comes to cosmetics or how things may look and aesthetic and all that, but this is underwhelming to me because it's more of a Day of the Dead kind of a theme as compared to a proper spooky Halloween map with jack-o'-lanterns and skeletons and scarecrows and shit. It's a whole different idea. It's a different take on it. Whereas Embassy, I believe, is going to be a lot more of that traditional Halloween stuff. This is more Day of the Dead. But I think the Day of the Dead map we had back in COD Ghosts actually looked a little bit better because they didn't make the map nighttime or anything like that. They really just put a bunch of orange flowers everywhere and then a couple neon sugar skulls. And I'm like, I don't know. This doesn't really scream Halloween. This doesn't really scream The Haunting to me, but it could change, or maybe it's just going to be a bit of an underwhelming map. Some people might like it, but for me personally, I'm like, El Asilo is already not one of my favorite maps in this game, and then when I heard we were getting a haunting version of it, I'm like, okay, we'll see what it looks like, and now we see it, it's like, God damn it. I mean, the aesthetic is just as disappointing as the actual gameplay of the map. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's overly that good, but that's very subjective. But yeah, you can right now run around with the new weapons and check out the Halloween version of El Asilo if you would like to via private match. And speaking of those new weapons, how are they? Damned if I know. I actually have no clue. So I have a bunch of COD points, or I had a bunch of COD points saved up from God knows what battle pass I purchased whenever ago, you know. So I had these COD points saved up. I bought the battle pass with those COD points, and as such, you guys know me, like I don't buy things in the shop or anything like that. So I'm not able to like skip ahead or anything like that to hurry up and get the new weapons. I gotta grind for them just like everyone else. So I'm like halfway towards getting the new assault rifle, and then after that I have to make my way towards the submachine gun. I have not been able to really play with them. I tried picking them up a couple of times here today, but just picking it up and going for a kill, that doesn't really, you know, give you a full glimpse as to what the weapon's actually going to be like. But somebody I do trust, Marksman, who's a big old nerd when it comes to, you know, stats and numbers and just overall gunplay and weapon balance, like he knows his Call of Duty, right? He says that the weapons are actually doing pretty good, right? A rifle and a submachine gun that can challenge the meta weapons, which even today you still see the meta weapons every single freaking match. And so it's nice to see new weapons that have come out that are apparently pretty strong. And looking at the battle pass in general, which mind you, there are free tiers in every one of these zones, so certain things will be free, certain things will not be free depending on whether or not you want to get the battle pass. But overall, I would say this is like the best battle pass that we could have gotten. And I know that's like subjective and everything, like people may want milsim stuff or whatever, but for me, man, like this spooky, scary skeletons, haunting Halloween bullshit, I love it. I'm a sucker for this time of year. It's my favorite holiday. I love horror movies. I'm sitting over here like, I mean, for crying out loud, I have a Friday the 13th tattoo, a Halloween tattoo, a Shining tattoo. Like, dude, I love old horror movies and just like this time of year in general, right? Love it. And so when you take my favorite video game franchise, you start adding a bunch of Halloween themed stuff to it, you know I'm all about it, man. So I think this stuff looks damn good. But the haunting event itself, we're really not sure how great it's going to be. We've gotten these images here, but I don't know where these came from. I still don't know. Everyone is just sharing the same images over and over. I don't know if they were leaked or what, but here is going to be the haunting event itself. I mean, this looks like it's going to be for Warzone, and one of the challenges is raid the ghost train and capture the heart from the safe. I'm like, well, that sounds cool. And then you have to like hunt down the butcher from Diablo, which also sounds sick. The swamp creature, the pharaoh. I'm sure you can also do this stuff in multiplayer as well. I mean, it's going to be very similar to the what was it called, the trophy hunt event that we had like what in season 3, you know, back when you would just kill someone, they would drop like a little trophy for you to go run up and pick up, and you could use those trophies to exchange for different cosmetic items. Well, the same thing's gonna be happening here. You can do it in Warzone, you can do it in multiplayer. Here are going to be some of the rewards. They're looking kind of basic, but it looks like there's going to be a lot more than what we actually see on screen. Right here we just see like an emblem, a calling card, weapon XP, weapon charm, helicopter skin. What is that? I'm not even zoomed in, but like a Deagle blueprint, who knows. And then over there we see Mastery 1, which if you unlock any 10 items, you get that skin, which we can't see, but it says Mastery 1. So Mastery 2 will likely be maybe another skin. It might be a weapon blueprint. Who knows? It'll be an event for you to earn spooky Halloween themed content. And I think that's actually pretty cool. But what I don't think is cool, and I think some people are like overblowing this up a little bit. I think it's stupid, but people are calling it like pay to win and whatever. Like it's pay to advance, really, which is still stupid. Like I'm not defending it, but like here we go. We got the Vault Edition, right? If you pre-order the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 3, you get this nice and spooky Soul Harvester Tracer weapon blueprint that rewards bonus souls for killing agents and monsters. So yeah, you can like get through the event even faster if you pre-order the Vault Edition. I suppose the pay to win argument comes in if they're gonna have like a special exclusive calling card or something like that. Like last time it was like 1,000 trophies to get like the trophy hunt master calling card, which took for freaking ever to do because you were capped as to how many trophies you could get per match. So if they do something similar here, well, they're gonna probably put some ridiculous challenge in there, and people are gonna be able to get that ridiculous challenge completed by going ahead and pre-ordering the Vault Edition. I can see why actually, now that I think about it, more people are kind of getting pissed off about that, you know, but regardless, the haunting event is going to be coming, and we're going to get the multiplayer map reskins and stuff like that. But overall, you know, just kind of like tie this all up, Season 6 has been pretty good. I mean, learning the maps and skill-based matchmaking were putting me right to the end of my patience when I was streaming earlier, but overall, I do think La Casa is a beautiful looking map that also plays pretty good. This is kind of like the map I thought we should have gotten for like a summer event or something, because it really vibes that, you know, except for the freaking diving board. For some reason, thank you Exclusive Ace for posting this. I tested this out on my stream, but he made it easy by posting a video on Twitter. I'm just going to share the video that he made. You know, back in Black Ops Cold War, we had diving board physics. Here in Modern Warfare 2, we don't. How can they keep calling these games the most advanced Call of Duty ever when we're not even bringing along diving board physics? That's like very key to the overall soul of the game, whether or not that diving board works. Come on now. Like, I don't know. I was disappointed when the diving board didn't work, but overall, I think La Casa is a beautiful map, and so far it seems to be playing pretty decently, though of course things are going to change over time based on how people actually play the maps. You know, like right now, nobody really knows the map that well. You know, people are playing the map for the first time. They don't really know the sightlines or the rush routes or anything like that. Like over time, people are going to learn the maps and they're going to start playing a lot differently than they do right now. But my first impressions is both of the maps are solid. Coral Village, I'm still not really sure about. It's growing on me, but I don't know. And the weapons are apparently pretty good. I'm looking forward to playing with them, but you know, I don't have them. So eventually I'll be able to tell you guys whether or not I like them. But guys, that's pretty much it for this video. My very early first impressions here of Season 6. And as always, I'm going to keep on playing the game and grinding through it, unlocking more of the content, and getting to the guns, and the haunting event's going to be around. And yeah, so stay tuned because it's a very interesting time of year right now. There's definitely going to be a lot more stuff coming out in the very near future, and I'm going to be here with you guys every step of the way. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave your thoughts and feedback on Season 6 down there in the comments, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.